Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Brakken Landing, where, as you see today, one, there's no time lapse today, unfortunately, because I am going to struggle with this build, and two, why isn't it? Ignore that. And two, we have a dark ride in the park, as well as bumper cars, which I think is more important, because every park is bumper cars, besides the last park I built, but, you know, dark ride. So, yeah, this is going to be very much inspired by Curse of Dark Castle at Busch Williamsburg, or formerly at Busch Williamsburg, because it's not there anymore. It's now Dark Coaster. But yeah, so the way I did this was I did not use an in-game one. I just used the well, it is the in-game one. I just switched the trains out. I used the Magic Cats, but I switched the trains for the Huntsman. Don't know if this is possible without mods. I think it is, but I'm not exactly sure about that. So yeah, basically it's gonna be a pretty simple ride. You just go turn, turn, straight tracks, turn straight, turn straight, turn straight, turns. It's a dark ride. I'll have to do it. Now this queue is massive. This queue is gigantic. I would not want to wait in this, but it makes sense for a dark ride. Like the boomerang queue is absolutely enormous compared to it, and this thing's queue is like about the same, so it makes sense. And this would probably be a pretty popular track because it's a dark ride. So, and I just wanted a windy queue. Might honestly just remove this caliper though, because I don't think it's really not necessary. But, so, you're going to go down this way. You're going to go up to this area, which will probably not be a caliper when I'm done. Then you go into here, which will have some sort of like scene or something. Some sort of like prop thing. Fast Pass queue is going to go right here. This will be a pre-show. This will be some room theming and stuff. There's going to be no ride photos. No gift shop. I don't know what this building's going to be. It's going to be something. Probably a gift shop, I'm not going to lie. It's probably just, actually, I'm also meant to make it like a food stand or something. I'm not really sure. It's really weird that this is highlighted. Don't know why I clicked that on accident. But yeah, the outside's going to be maintenance. And we have a little parking lot back here. So I'm trying to keep this a little short just because the episodes have been like an hour long recently. And I don't want them to be an hour long. And I already know this video is going to get like no views because it's not a coaster. So yeah, may as well get this over with. So yeah, I'm going to get to work. And by get to work, I mean I'm going to go do something else. Alright people, we have a massive change in the park skyline. We have a giant, basically Curse of Dark Castle, but not because the inside is completely different. But the outside is very reminiscent of Curse of Dark Castle. It's not even lie, it's basically a direct ripoff. But I think it looks good. It's different enough that I think it works. And yeah. So, from an outside perspective, this like building may look completely done. Just need to do the outside. Just need to do the exterior and the general area around. Like, gotta do this building, gotta do foliage and stuff. However, if we just go inside the building, I have not even started on the ride. I am going to either do a third update, which that's wrong. Okay, no, I didn't. I'm either going to do 4 updates this episode, or I'm going to just do this all in the next update and just keep it a secret from you. I'm probably leaning towards the third update because this is going to be a giant change. And it's also going to lie out the park. I have let guests in for once, so there is people in the park. They're literally all, for whatever reason, in the queue line for Bandit. Actually, just a lot less than there was. I don't know where all they went. Where all they went. I don't know where they all went. The guests are weird. They just disappear. There's 1,200 in the park. Just want to have a little bit of guests. Most of them don't come back here just because there's nothing over here yet. And this ride's closed. So is these 2 rides, but this one doesn't have a queue. So outside the building, we have this little balloon race. This thing almost certainly would have been here, or at least somewhere in the park before, and just rethemed and repainted to be spooky-ish. I don't know, it works. This ride's gonna be in the next episode, just because I don't have time to do it this week. Actually, I do. I have all the time in the world I need, but I don't want to do it because I want to focus on the dark ride. And this next episode is going to continue the theme. I'm going to try and fit a coaster back here. Well, actually, I'm not going to try. I'm going to fit a coaster back here. It will work. Just, I might have to move the maintenance road back again. I actually probably will. I'm probably just going to, move it all the way back. And so I have a little bit more room back there. Because this is a really weird plot of land. It's going to be a family coaster, so this one's not going to be a family coaster, though. But yeah, so I believe I have a name for this. I can't remember what it is though. But yeah, so the queue line for our ride, I have named it, but you'll find that out in the next update. Actually, not the next update, the end of the episode. But yeah, you go down this way in the queue, down this way, next to this building, which is a little awkward because there's dumpsters right over this. But yeah, right here where we have the first piece of theming, an empty grave with a casket that does not fit in the grave because it's way too big. But yeah, on the lid of the casket is a dead person, which I will explain the theme later, but I might have already explained the theme before. It's changed. Let's just say that. But yeah, we have a guy. I'm worried in making the theme too dark, but I was worrying. I was not worried anymore. I was worrying, but then I was pointing in the direction of Alton Towers, where it has for a reason they gave the family coasters the darkest themes ever, with 13, and I guess to a lesser extent Wicker Man, but still. It's a pretty dark theme, and the next family coaster is going to still be a pretty dark theme, but not as dark as the dark ride. Yeah, so you get on this way, you enter the building, where we have my motto of my room, go away. Oh crap, and some bookcases, just some scenery. That is a little awkward. I might have to pull these bookcases out a little bit, but yeah, so it's basically just a nice room, and then you go in this room, and it looks nice. Actually, let's turn into night real quick. Hold up. Because it's not. We're going to cut that out. There we go. Now, why is my light on? So, yeah, now we have the area. Good. Yeah, you get on this way into this room where it's very dark. And the autosave kicks in. But it's very gloomy in here. I used a lot of crypt walls. It's not even a lie. The entire thing is crypt walls, but with haunted house pieces. These giant church windows on it. And there's a fire exit thing. You just climb over this fence and just go in. I might honestly have to put like a chain or something right there just so like you can actually get out. So I haven't climbed over, but just for health and safety. But yeah, here we have this where we have books, little candle, which probably wouldn't be an actual candle in real life, but whatever. Then we have a grandfather clock, bookshelves. This is going to be a picture of some sort of, like, I guess basically just Dracula. Then we have two things right there, two paintings right there, two paintings right, no, one painting right there, and one painting right there. Yeah, then you go back out of this room. You meet this guy who was our grouper. This room will be the pre-show, which I have not done anything for, so, and this is probably all going to change because I hate this room. Don't have any explanation as to why I hate this room. I just hate this room. So we're going to ignore it. But this building, I like it so far. I'm enjoying this. I have started work on just planning out the finale episode because this is going to be the finale episode. That'll be in 3 weeks because we're going to do the next week's coaster and then just everything else. Just like maintenance stuff, parking lot. And then we're going to do the coaster. It's just a proper send-off of Planet Coaster 1. I want to have this being the last build of the series. So, yeah. But, yes. So, I did use the spooky archway for once. Never thought I'd use this, but we're doing this sort of spooky theme. So, why not use the spooky archway? It looks nice. Yeah, I have it set to always open, so nothing can... So, it's always open, never going to close on you. You might honestly close this if this area of the park is just closed for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe. I don't really care, but... Yeah, so we have two restrooms set up, one right here, one right there. This one might get changed, but, you know, because I definitely need all the room I can get back there. I'm going to stop, like, buzzing on. I'm going to get back to work. Alright, so back with another update. I got a little carried away doing stuff that was supposed to do for the next episode. As you see, the next coaster's already in. I just deleted it so you can see it, and the next episode's flatbread's in, as well as all the molds for the area, which I'm sure is going to change, but I have done a lot of work on the dark ride too. This I did like 5 minutes ago, which actually we're going to start there. So, you start in the station. I should probably put it on night. Put it on the load, go in the load station. So, yeah, in here, right here, you have the ride-up booth. just want it to fit in a little bit, you know. Do a turn right here. You're not really going to be able to see this because you can only see it right now mostly because of the moon. And even then, you're not going to be paying attention to the brick wall. So, yeah. You have some gargoyles right here, just sort of chilling there. Yeah, their feet clipped off the edge, but I don't really care enough to fix it. So, yeah. They look cool. These would be fake fire, by the way. They wouldn't be real. But Planet Coaster only has in-game, has real fire, so yeah, it wouldn't fly. I just wanted this area to feel overgrown with some torches on. I haven't done this area yet, so we're gonna skip it. This area is like mostly done, but I need to do a little more detailing in it. It looks good, but I think since you're like staring at this wall for such a long time, that it doesn't really make that much sense to have very empty. I think I gotta do some more detailing on it. I mean, it's fine. It could be as empty as this one, but these don't need anything because you're not really going to be looking at it. Especially this one. This doesn't even need the vines, but I put them there anyway for consistency. Same with this wall. This one's entirely empty, but so there's a bell right here, which gets triggered by the train. Should come on in a moment. What the heck was that? I think it was just triggered. I can't really hear it well. Yeah, then the coffin opens for the vampire, or whatever. You're not going to be able to see it close that much. Then the fire goes out. I might actually move that a little forward a little bit. You guys go back on over there, though, so this train doesn't see it. But, yeah, it goes out. And then you go through. I'm thinking about adding more books, because we're going to say, like, this is a very knowledge-hungry vampire. And is a bookworm, basically. Then right here, you hear an explosion. There's just a random night there, because why not? You hear a random explosion, and oh no! And oh yes, we're not going to be in jail anymore, because the vampire's supposed to, like, find you and capture you, put you in jail with a bunch of skeletons, because skeletons, I also might add more. So I'm just having a little fun with this. What I haven't learned is that dark rides are really boring, and yeah. I will do, hopefully, some custom audio. Don't really know if I will. I might, but yeah. So there's a hole in the wall now. You've exploded a wall. You now have a way out of the building. And then I might add a little more detailing to that wood because that's kind of ugly. But yeah, there's some rubble right here to show that you blew it up or something. I don't really know how. This theme is not very consistent, but just meant to look cool. Then we have the spooky tree. Right here is the castle from earlier. So right there. This is going to be like some sort of like, basically just an area to store stuff or something. I don't really know. Probably nothing down there. Yeah, then you have some graves right here with a shovel. So, like, the idea behind this is a bit of a weird one. However, my idea is that the vampire, having been dug up and who killed this guy, I guess. This is a very dark theme. But he was dug up by this explorer and then brought back to was alive still because he's a vampire and killed him because did the whole "I want to suck your blood" thing. Oh great, the autosave. He did the whole "I want to suck your blood" thing, and then did that, and then but then these graves will be like his family or something, or like some people he have like relations to. So this would be their graves, which he may have just desecrated them. He was thinking like, well, if I'm alive, well, he would. I keep on talking like some stupid like fake Dracula voice, but he like would have thought like, well, if I'm alive, then my family must be alive too. No, they're all dead because consistency, or maybe they're not vampires. So yeah, he dug him up and he's now alone, and now he's chasing out the castle. So you're getting out of there, or like he's trying to capture you again. But then you lose him in the forest over here. The Forest of Illusion. You probably get the reference, but yeah, then you go down this turn and you're like, oh yeah, we escaped. And then you back in the castle. Once you exit the ride, you've escaped. So, don't know what's going to be in here. I still got to figure it out. But I will add more triggers. I think I got to do more stuff in this room. More stuff in this room. Got to add audio. Definitely more stuff in the prison room. Have done literally no maintenance. I'm thinking I'm going to just make this area just like just there to represent it because there's a lot of clipping. And I think I'd rather have the dark ride looking cool than have maintenance areas. So, I don't know. I am going to do, like, rafters and stuff, though. That, I can assure you I won't do. But, yeah. So, what else did I do? I added bins and benches to this area because I forgot to do it last week. Oh, wait. Just knocked over my mic. Let's turn back to daytime because there's one more thing I did. Jungle Hawk is a logo now. So, my friend helped me make this a little bit. He like, sort of made us. I was trying to help him get him to make me the logos. And then it didn't work out so well. I don't think I'm going to try and do that again, because I think I'm just going to try and do a little more Planko stuff. Just, oh my gosh, I cannot keep on clicking my mouse wheel. But this is supposed to be like a totem pole, basically. And it's a wing coaster, so it has wings. I do like it. It might be a little too big, but I think pretty good. Looking back, I think this is actually perfect. I might change the font a little bit. It's supposed to be like, it says the text is supposed to look a little gold, look like gold, but I don't think it sells it that well. If I wanted to do that, I'd probably just have to use the gold textures. But I think it's perfect. Looks really good. It gives this awesome sightline. Yeah. I haven't done any of the other rides yet. So yeah, I'll do that later. But yeah, I think I'm going to take a break now, and when I get back, I will try and finish the dark ride. I think I can honestly finish it today or tomorrow, if I'm going to be honest. Because tomorrow is the, I might take a break tomorrow, though, because I definitely want to do the, watch the Planko, or the Frontier Unlock, not Planko. But yeah, so I'm going to get back to work. So this is kind of an anticlimactic end, but the dark ride's done. I mean, there's a couple more things I have to do. I do have to record stuff for the pre-show. If I don't, I'm going to just scrap the ghost guy and just leave it like this. But other than that, it's pretty much done. Yeah, there's not really much I did. I literally just added this area back here. And a couple, like a mist effect for this. That's pretty much it. Then I add the catwalks up here, which was a bit of a pain because catwalking always sucks. But this worked fine. Didn't take that long. Took like maybe 40 minutes. I was just doing it right before the Planko 2 thing yesterday. Or like 3 weeks ago when you're watching this. Actually, probably over a month ago. But, yeah. So, yeah. It's pretty much done. I am going to put a POV at the end, but I'm tired and want to go to bed. So, and I also have a ton of other stuff going on. But, so I did put some electricals and HVAC units up here. This would not be realistic at all. I don't think this would work in real life, but I don't know how HVAC works, so. But yeah. So this works, I guess. You can see that there's a mess over here where I totally did the next week's coaster because I already built it because I got really bored. That's just so I can like edit if I want to. But yeah, added foliage, added lights, added stuff everywhere. Just stuff splattered everywhere. I do have a name for it. It's called Curse of Black Fortress. It's just a direct ripoff of Curse of Dark Castle, let's not lie. But, you know, why not just go all the way with ripping off Busch Gardens? So, yes. I don't know, Planko 2, I'll do a full Busch Gardens ripoff. See how it goes. But yeah, so, don't really have much to say. Let's just quickly turn to the night so you can see the outside and in. Which, yes, the thing looks nice. I do like it. I'm happy with it. It was a bit of a pain to do. Might turn this orange just to match everything else, but it works. It's done. I don't really need to do much more than that. It looks good in here. You know, this is the main thing. I've never done dark ride before, so you gotta be lenient with me. Don't really know how Don't really know how triggers work. But yeah, this worked. I think we got it. I also put music on the ride now, so it's just the in-game dark ride music because it sounds creepy, so it works. Yes. Alright, I like it. So, yeah. I did add lights. They're blacked out, though, so you can't see them. These lights will be turned on for evacuations. So, like how you see, or like just maintenance on the ride in general. They turn on these lights and use it. And I did actually, here's a little trick I like to use. I'm going to turn it to day real quick so you can see this better. I like to use, or all these roofs are TV screens. The TV screens are way better for roofs than the actual roof piece, as I've learned. Yeah, the TV screens are way better than the, whatever they're called. I think are called, that should not be like that. It's fine, no one's gonna notice. But they're better for roofs than the arch shapes because they don't glare from the moonlight. Arch shapes do glare from the moonlight, so, and you don't want to see any glare on the roof inside. So yeah, now you're just like solely focusing on the stuff. It's like I've like come to terms that I'm not that good at dark rides in general. I'm not good at theming. I'm good at making coaster layouts. Why is my menu up? Yeah, I'm better at making coaster layouts than I am making dark rides. So, but this is like, you don't need triggers for like immersive dark rides. This is pretty good. I like it. I had a lot of fun making this. I gotta add custom media, but we'll get to that. I'll get to it eventually, if I remember. But yeah, I'll get to adding custom media, but you don't really need much stuff to make a good dark ride. Like, I didn't do any custom media yet. There might be voicing, I don't really know, but I don't really feel like doing that. Yes, but this is like, I think 11 triggers, and that's just to get all the systems working, and I just use the the spinning of the seats just so I can like actually make this thing somewhat look nice and so not to put much effort in. Like, you know, like the story like is fine, it makes sense, but this is all you need for a good dark ride, like in my opinion. Like, it's not it's not amazing, but it's good enough, and I like it. It feels something like this park would do for a cheap dark ride. And like, yeah, I remember this. I haven't said this yet, but this entire area would have been built for a single season. Like, these two rides would be rethemed, but this coaster right here and this dark ride would have been built for one season. So they would have wanted to make the dark ride as cheap as possible and the coaster as flashy as possible, which is not that flashy. It's actually kind of basic, but you know, you'll see. You gotta save money somehow. This is the part that would have saved money, especially when the most recent coasters up to that point would be like 3 very cheap coasters, which would be like, actually not very cheap. They would be expensive, but like they wouldn't. So some of the most recent ones wouldn't be the most themed, but that's the Florals coaster. So you had 3 most recent coasters would be the Shuttle Loop, the Giant River Boomerang, and the Florals coaster. So, and I think maybe the water coaster too. So, Pirate Area, and then 2 generic coasters. So, yeah, they would have been wanting to stay a little cheap, which I wouldn't blame them. This is some expensive stuff. But with that being done, I think I'm going to let you guys see the POV for Curse of Black Fortress. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I will see you next time.